All right, fellas, welcome back. We are back home this Friday instead of at the hospital, thank goodness. Fellas, before we get very far, let me just say this. That is the first time since I was born in 1965 that I've ever had to stay at a hospital since I was born. Very first time. First time for the flu, and first time for the pneumonia, and first time to have both of them at the same time. Let me tell you, it feels like an elephant is sitting on my chest right now. I can't hardly breathe. But the main thing is, we are out of the hospital. I'm going to get into that here in just a second. But first up, got a shop card in the mail from DJ over at Extreme Underground Scale Models. Me and him swapped cards. I got his in. I also got a decal. I've got it put up over here. Got that jewel in the mail. I guess it's been a couple weeks now. DJ, thank you so much for the card swap, and I appreciate the kind words on the back. And we're going to move on. I'm going to try to get through this because, like I just said, I can't breathe, fellas. Next up is me and David over at Flashback Model Works. We swapped cards. Got his in the mail. David, that's a cool card, man. I love the builds on there. I love all them builds on there, especially the tea bucket. That's really cool. But anyway, I got his card in the mail. And David, thank you for the words on the back, and thank you for swapping cards with me. I really appreciate that. And let's move along here, fellas. Let me just set this right back up here because I got some shout outs. Last Friday, in my video, me laying in a daggone hospital bed, I put on there that hell I had a phone. Hey, somebody, y'all give me a call. Somebody give me a call. Because, again, first time I've ever had to stay overnight in a hospital. It was lonely. The wife had done went home. She same thing as me. Flu A and pneumonia on top. She got to come home. I got to stay. So anyway, I was there, and a little bit, the phone rung. I answered it, and it was Don from Don's Tattoos Garage. First phone call. I mentioned I was in room 307 at the Frankfurt Regional Hospital. I didn't know the phone number. So these next four fellers, they went through. They took their time to find the phone number to that hospital, and then went through to my room 307. Don at Don's Tattoos Garage, first person that called me. We talked there for a little while. Don, I appreciate that, man. And Don has called the house once yesterday. I think I had went back to work yesterday and today. What a struggle that is when you can't breathe. But anyway, he had sent me a text that he had called here, and the wife told him I had went back to work. So, Don, man, I appreciate you checking on me. I appreciate you calling me while I was in the hospital. That meant a lot. All right. Second phone call I got was from Vinny, Pit Stop Scale Model Garage. Vinny, man, I appreciate the phone call. Again, he had to look up the number to the hospital and then get through to me. And Vinny, I appreciate you doing that. And you know what it meant because me and you talked about it. That meant a lot, man, when you're laying there and by yourself in a hospital. That, Vinny, I appreciate you hollering at me, man. I really do. And then third phone call was a fella I used to work with, Levi Hired, out of Mercer County. Levi, that meant a lot, man. I appreciate you calling me, checking on me, talking to me for a while. That really meant a lot, man. Y'all have no idea what that means when somebody goes out of the way to do that. I appreciate it. Levi, man, thank you so daggone much. All right, and then the fourth person that called, last but not least, is Link. Link Scale Models, man. Me and him, we was talking there for a while, and them nurses come in. I can't remember if they was get vitals or what they was doing, but anyway, me and Link, we was talking there. We was just a rambling on, man, till they interrupted, and then I had to get off of there because if I remember right, they did vitals, and I can't remember. Yeah, it was a blur. But anyway, that was on Friday night. Saturday morning, they told me if I could walk to the end of the hallway and back, and my oxygen level not drop below a certain number, they would let me out of there. Every step I was praying to God, please let me stay above their magic number. And I did. He allowed that, and I got out of there Saturday morning about 11:30. It was cold. It was raining. I didn't want the wife out in that stuff, so she called a lady down here where we live. I remember this little old girl when she was born. I remember I watched her grow up my whole life, her whole life. But anyway, Jessica, she come down there and picked me up, and Jess, we love you. We appreciate that, and well, you know what we think about you. So anyway, that was a good friend, Jessica. She come got me, thank God. All right, now that puts us into Saturday night. I'm assuming Dave Woody's scale model garage. He called Saturday night. I had done went to bed early, and Sunday morning the wife said that Dave Wood had called and was asking about me and asking about her. And Dave, man, I really appreciate that so daggone much. That means a lot. So anyway, Sunday, I don't know, late Sunday morning, I called Dave, and we talked for a while. Dave, man, I appreciate that. That meant so daggone much. All right, and then let's see here. Here's some that I need to mention. Tyler, my buddy, he was texting me and calling me the whole time to keep everybody kind of up to date at work with what was going on with me. Tyler, I appreciate that. That means a lot. My buddy Willis there at work, I appreciate you checking on me. That means a lot. Let's see. Saturday morning before I got out of there, my brother-in-law called me. I was fussing at him about their toothbrushes and toothpaste at the hospital was just plumb nasty. And so him and his wife was going to bring me some toothpaste and a good toothbrush. And I called him back. I was like, man, they're letting me out, so you don't got to do that. So Brent and Kathy, I appreciate y'all. It was going to bring me what I needed. I was needing that really bad, too, I'm telling you. Let's see here. And then my buddy Chase over at 408 Model Shop, me and him was texting back and forth, and he was keeping up with me as well. So all of them fellers right there, thank y'all so much. I hope y'all know how much that meant to me. It meant a lot. All right, now let's drop this down here. Earlier, today's Valentine's Day. February the 14th. This coming Monday is me and my wife's 35-year wedding anniversary. But anyway, this evening we rode over to Jessamine County to a little restaurant that Chase told us about, and we had dinner. And I was about a mile from Ollie's over there. I don't never go in at Ollie's. I'm never over in there. And I thought, well, since I'm this close, I'll shoot up there and just out of curiosity, see what they got. Went in there and I found this. The very last one, I searched up and down the aisleway that I had two. I was going to grab a second one for my buddy Chase. They didn't have it. I couldn't find it. I looked all over the place. Chase, I think I got the last one that they had. $24.99, and I had a 10% off coupon, so it's $2.49 less than that. So was that $22.50 or so for that kit? It comes with the y'all know the kit. That's what they call it, a curbside. Come with a trailer and also the little Falcon, the little Ford Falcon, funny car deal. So I picked that up. It ain't been an hour ago that I got that. So fellers, that's where we're at for this evening. That's all I've got really. Let's see here. I did fool with my little Mustang a little bit this week. I was working on taping up the back glass where it goes in to paint around, the trim. That's as far as I got. So that's where we're at on that. But we did have a headliner installed. We got her painted black for our headliner. So that's where we're at on that. That's no kind of an update on that little thing, man. Fellers, that's all I got for tonight. I didn't want to skip out on tonight, even though I didn't really have nothing. But I wanted to keep my deal going on Friday night. So fellers, with all that being said, that's all I got, and I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate everybody that has sent prayers and left comments for me and my wife. Really means a lot. So fellers, with all that, we're going to get out of here, and everybody have a good, safe weekend. And we'll catch you fellers on the next one. Y'all have a good one.